Can you hear me? My voice coming through. I think you should be able to hear me. Awesome. Alright. First things first. Sorry, I just need 1 second. Okay, can you see the screen okay? Okay, cool. Yeah, what did I do? Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna start now, and I will tell you why I'm picking the Pokemon that I do. So, we're gonna start with Gen 1. For those of you watching that don't know, or for the one of you watching that I know doesn't know, Gen 1 came out in, I think, 1996, and it had 151 original Pokemon. Some people regard Gen 1 as the best gen. I don't share that opinion, but you know, there's nothing wrong with Gen 1. Has my favorite Pokemon in it, which is Eevee. But the way that I'm going to be doing this chart is no duplicates. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to pick Eevee right off the bat. Eevee's my favorite Pokemon. Pretty sure, but we'll see throughout this chart. Eevee's always been special to me just because Eevee was really hard to get in Gen 1, to me at least, being like 8 years old when I played it, and then after that I just loved that Eevee could evolve into so many different Pokemon and just kept getting new and new evolutions. So definitely going Eevee. Let's see here. So, fire types. Gen 1 actually has a lot of fire types. More than one of my favorite gens, which is Gen 4. And yeah, they have quite a bit of fire types compared to other gens. Maybe not the most, but as far as which I would pick from here, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. I would pick Ninetales, but I love Alolan Ninetales much more, and I can't do duplicates, so I know that once I get to Gen 7, it'll be my Ice type. Definitely Charmeleon. It's like one of my favorite mid-stage starters. I love mid-stage starters, but I love the fact that it never gets any love because of Charizard and Charmander, but I love Charmeleon. Moving on to the water types for Gen 1. Oh, that's... See, when I first clicked it, I wanted to click Vaporeon, but I think that's just because of my love for Eevee, not necessarily Vaporeon. I think... if I were to choose a water type from Gen 1... See, I'm stuck between... Jeez, Vaporeon... Slowbro... and either Squirtle or Blastoise, but these are probably going to be my favorite starter. I really love the Squirtle line. I always chose the Squirtle line when I played Gen 1, so I think if I were to pick... it's between Vaporeon and Slowbro. I'm just going to go Vaporeon. I feel confident with that. I mean, I don't, but confident enough. Let's see here. Alright, moving on to grass types for Gen 1. Ooh. I thought there'd be more grass types for some reason, but... there's not like a clear answer to me on this one. The ones I definitely know I'm not picking is these stupid eggs and the freaking thing it evolves into, the palm tree. I don't like Execute. I don't like Executor. I never have. I think that eggs are dumb, especially when it comes out of an egg, a Pokemon egg, into more little eggs. It just irritates me. I don't know why. And they just look so annoying. I used to not like Paris and Parasect, but I've grown to like them, knowing more about like the concept of them, that the spore eventually takes over the carcass. It's cool, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Bellsprout line, uh, just weird to me, sorta. So I guess it's between Tangela. Not really a big Vileplume fan. Probably Gloom. So Tangela, Gloom, or Bulbasaur. I mean, Ivysaur and Venusaur aren't bad, but Bulbasaur is iconic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bulbasaur. I feel confident with that. Music's going crazy right now. I feel like I'm inspirational. Okay. So, for electric types for Gen 1, that's so easy for me. It's Raichu. I hate that Raichu doesn't get love over Pikachu because Pikachu's the mascot. Raichu's perfect. It's an evolved form of Pikachu. It's way better. His color scheme's better. I love Raichu. I like Jolteon because of Eevee, but not my favorite evolution. It's a good evolution, though. I like that it learns Pin Missile, and I think it's a cool concept. Zapdos, I'm not a big... If I were to pick any legendary bird, it would be Articuno, and all the electric types are like kind of mid to me. Yeah, I'm going with Raichu. Ice type. Wow, these ice types are stinky. I like Dugong. I hate Jinx with a passion. I know Jinx had this whole, like, back in Gen 1, it was considered blackface. That's not the reason. I mean, that's one of the many reasons I don't like Jinx, but the biggest reason is it's just weird. I'm supposed to be picking my favorite, and I'm going in on Jinx, and I hate it, but I don't know. I think if a Pokemon gets accused of blackface, that says a lot about the Pokemon. Trash. So we're not picking that racist mon. So it's between Dugong, Lapras, Articuno. Oh, Articuno is probably my favorite legendary, honestly, and I'm not gonna do any duplicates. So Lapras or Dugong, I'm gonna go Lapras. Just way more iconic. You get it as a gift from Silph.Co. It's just, I like it. Fighting types. I'm not a big fighting type. It's probably one of my least favorite types. Depending on the Pokemon. Gen 1 doesn't really have any fighting types that stick out to me. I guess if I were to choose... it's between Primeape and Poliwrath. I hate the Machop line. They're so weird. I don't even know what they are. They're just dudes, I think. I mean, fighting types basically are just dudes with gloves or fists. I always wanted Hitmonlee when I was a kid over Hitmonchan, but I think they're both weird. Yeah. Primeape or Poliwrath. I think I'm gonna do Poliwrath just because I do like the Pokemon Adventures manga, and yeah. Yeah, I'll go Poliwrath. Poison, Jesus. They put Poison type on like every Pokemon in Gen 1, and that's barely an exaggeration. I mean, definitely the most Pokemon of all the other types. I mean, there's Pokemon in here that don't even really need to be poison types, like the Bellsprout line. I don't understand. The Ghastly, I don't understand how. I understand their gas, but not all gas is poisonous. I guess for poison types, what's really sticking out to me as far as poison types go, like that embody poison type to me and that I like, it's either Arbok, Nidoking, Venomoth, or Muck. think Nidoking. Nidoking's just iconic. I mean, I always, in Gen 1, had a Nidoking on my team, and he's just cool. I mean, look at him. He's a freaking Titan. Ground types. Cubone. That was so easy for me. It's Cubone. There's no other ground type that sticks out to me as much as Cubone does. Mind you, I like Marowak, but I love Cubone more. Not a big Rhyhorn fan. Definitely not a Geodude fan. Geodude's probably one of my least favorite Pokemon. I hate that it's just a floating rock. It doesn't make sense to me. And then it gets 4 hands when it evolves, and then back to 2 hands when it evolves again. Doesn't make sense. Diglett and Dugtrio are okay. These are all okay. I mean, Sandslash is cool, but it's not Cubone. Moving on to flying types. Ooh, I have all the legendary birds here. I mean, I love Dragonite. Ooh. I would pick Aerodactyl, but I know Aerodactyl's probably going to be my favorite rock type. I don't have love for Charizard like everybody has love for Charizard. I get upset that he gets so much love compared to other evolutions that, you know, could use it. Like, he got 2 Mega Evolutions and the Gen 2 starters didn't even get one. Sorry, I need water. For me, I could go Dragonite and then pick Dragonair later on, because I do like Dragonair more than Dragonite. But it's either Dragonite for me or Pidgeot. And while Pidgeot's cool, I mean, Dragonite's a dragon, you know? I gotta go Dragonite. I thought Dragonite was so cool. Fighting one for the first time against Lance, getting my ass whooped. It's just awesome. Psychic types. Like, again, I hate the eggs. I hate the eggs so much. Drowsy and Hypno, they're so weird as well. There's like entries that they like lure kid, I don't know, weird. Mr. Mime's freaking weird. It's just a mime. Starmie's okay, but I don't like Pokemon that are just objects, and it's just a stone thing with a gem in the middle. And while I like Slowbro, he doesn't outbeat Alakazam or Mew. I like Mew a lot. I mean, Mew's the only mythical of Gen 1. It's number 151. Yeah, you gotta go Mew. I love Mew. It's just so cute. It's a little cat alien thing, and all Pokemon DNA comes from it. Cool. I don't know why I act as if I'm arguing with you guys, as if somebody's telling me Mew's trash, you know, but moving on. So for bug types, ooh. Look, here's where I'm at. I really like Venomoth, and I really like Scyther. The Caterpie line and Weedle line are okay, but I mean, if a Pokemon evolves at level 10 and that's kind of where they peak, I don't really use either of them very often, especially not past like the first or second gym. I'm the same with Paris and Parasect. I don't have that much of an attachment with them. I don't hate them as much as I did when I was younger. I mean, Venonat too. I don't know if I like Venonat more than Venomoth. I do like Venomoth though. If I had to choose between Venomoth and Scyther, definitely not Pinsir. It looks so weird. I'll go Venomoth. I don't know. I might go Scyther. I don't know. I'll stick with Venomoth. I can change my answer, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stick true to Venomoth. I might change it to Scyther. No. It's okay. It's okay. I'll probably change it later. So let's see. Yeah, I mean rock types. It's Aerodactyl. I said it earlier, but Geodude line's crap. Onix is cool, but not as cool as Aerodactyl. Rhyhorn's whatever. The fossils in this gen, I never really used, honestly. Probably because I have ADHD and I lost all focus before I even got to the point where you could resurrect them. But yeah, it's Aerodactyl. And I know the same could be said for Aerodactyl because you get them around the same time, but I've used Aerodactyl in other games and Nuzlocke, and he's just fun. I mean, he's so fast. He's a pterodactyl. I mean, you gotta go Aerodactyl. Ghost types. Wow. Out of the three, well, I don't really like Ghastly. It's just, you know, a floating head of gas. And honestly, I know a lot of people probably pick Gengar. Gengar hasn't stuck with me as much as Haunter has because of the anime, and I just am not that big a fan of Gengar, and I know a lot of people are, but I prefer Haunter. I just think it's a cooler ghost, and I just think that Gengar, while he's cool, he's just not one of my favorites. I'm gonna go with Haunter. Dragon type, I already picked Dragonite. Dratini's, it's cute, but Dragonair is just perfect. One of the best shinies too. It's pink. It's cool. There was no dark types in Gen 1, so you get the Missing No glitch where you could get a Mew, the Ghost Sprite, which is really cool. I love the Ghost Sprite. I don't know where these come from. I mean, I know it's Aerodactyl and Kabutops bones, but I don't know, and I have no idea what this is. I'm just gonna go with the Ghost icon. I wasn't smart enough to get the Missing No glitch as a kid. You get two choices for Steel as well. I mean, gotta go with the 3 heads. 3 heads is better than 1 head, you know, and well, maybe it's not, no, it is, and it's shinier. It has like more of a gloss. I don't know. I'll just go. I don't have that much attachment. I definitely wouldn't choose them if they were the only, if they weren't not the only options. Fairy type, I already said I hate Mr. Mime, and I really don't like Clefairy and Clefable, so it's between Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, and I actually really like Wigglytuff. Yeah, I always got a Wigglytuff when I would play my first ever run-throughs. Sorry, let me get some water. Alright. So for starter, as much as I love the Bulbasaur line and the Charmander line, I just stick with Squirtle more. I really like Squirtle. Yeah, for water I picked Vaporeon, so I can actually pick one of these and have it not be duplicate. I like Wartortle, but I like Squirtle and Blastoise more. Definitely not Pikachu. Pikachu annoys me, the fact that it always out-trumps Raichu. And I love Eevee, but as a normal type. Definitely not as a starter. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me do that for you. Move the screen. Is that better? You let me know if that's better. Yeah. Alright. Before I was rudely interrupted. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm either gonna go Squirtle or Blastoise. Oh yeah, I love Eevee, just not as a starter. The Let's Go games kind of were a letdown for me. I mean, I love that they gave Eevee a bunch of light, but you know, I mean, Squirtle's really cute, but Blastoise is Blastoise. He's so cool. I gotta go Blastoise. He has 2 cannons on his back. It's really cool. Gimmick form. Now. Oh. I actually thought I knew right off the jump who I was gonna pick, but... See, immediately, I was gonna do Charizard Y, even though I gave it so much heat earlier that I was pissed he got 2 forms. It's just really cool to me. But... Alright, I'm actually gonna make my first change. I think that G-Max Blastoise is so sick how it has all the cannons on the back. So I'm gonna select this, and since there's no dupes, I'm gonna choose Squirtle for my favorite starter. I like that a lot. I think that looks good. And feel free in the chat, Ray, if you wanna comment anything, if you think I'm making terrible decisions, you know, you can, or you just sit back and enjoy like how you're doing. It's totally fine. Or if you have any questions, let me know. Favorite legendary. I mean, it's between Mew and Articuno, and I already choose Mew, so, or chose. So I'm going Articuno. Yeah, it's pretty easy for me. Now, in this final column, you get to choose your favorite of the entire gen. So, if I were to pick a favorite from all of these, I'm not upset, but I mean, it's just very obvious to me who my choice is. I'm disappointed that I don't ever branch out, but it's Eevee. It's always gonna be Eevee. I love Eevee. No problem. Yeah, it's Eevee. I love Eevee. There's no other Pokemon in Gen 1 that I would put over Eevee. There might not be any other Pokemon in all of Pokemon that I put over Eevee. It's just perfect to me. I love that it's a perfect canvas for all different kinds of evolutions. Yeah. Alright, so moving on to Gen 2. Gen 2 was released in, I don't know what year at all. Probably 1999? Maybe? I'm probably making that up. I can actually just look at that. Let's see. Gen 2 Pokemon. Well, you're supposed to tell me what I want right off the bat. Release date. Okay, 2000. I was freaking close. Oh, wait, I was spot on. 1999 for Japan. I think that's what I said. If it's not what I said, you're a liar. Okay. So, for normal types, for Gen 2. Ooh! Okay. Now, I love Eevee so much, but objectively, Gen 2 has way better normal types overall. But not better than Eevee, you know what I mean? But, alright, moving on. So, I love Furret, you know, it's really cute. But I don't have that much of an attachment to it. I freaking hate Igglybuff. It's... I don't know what it is. I think it's the top of its head. It's weird. Dunsparce is okay. I like that they have Dunsparce now in the newest gen. Porygon 2 is cool. I like that it's just Porygon, but 2, you know what I mean? It's an upgraded version. I like Stantler, but I like Stantler because it evolves into Weirdeer. And obviously not this Stantler. So, where my head is going is it's between Aipom and Noctowl and Smeargle. But I don't really like Smeargle as much as I did when I was a kid. So it's between Aipom and Noctowl. I gotta go... Oh, that's more difficult than I thought. No, I gotta go Aipom. Aipom's so cute. And I like that it has a little hand on its tail. And I hate what it evolves into. Ambipom is atrocious. It's terrifying. Fire types for Gen 2. I would pick Cyndaquil, right? But I think Cyndaquil is going to be my favorite. Oh, wait. Totodile might be my favorite. No. Yeah, Totodile is most likely going to be my favorite starter. And in that case, I have to go either Cyndaquil, Quilava, or Typhlosion. Honestly, probably an underrated pick, but I'm gonna go Quilava. I just think it's the best of both worlds. It's a perfect middle Evo, and I like that it has fire on its head and on its tail. It's cool. Going Quilava. Water type, I already said Totodile is gonna be my favorite starter. Croconaws, you know, okay. For Alligator's okay, but I love base Totodile. Chinchou is okay. I love Lantern though. I could probably do Lantern for my electric type, so I don't have to use them here. Oh my god, I don't know why my eyes didn't immediately jump. It's Wooper. It's freaking Wooper. I love Wooper so much. I'm constantly battling myself and challenging myself to like Wooper more than Eevee, and it's hard, but I'm getting there. I like Wooper a lot. He's so cute. I love Quagsire too, but I love Wooper more. Now grass types, ew. This whole Hoppip sucks in the whole line to me. I mean, Jumpluff's kind of okay. Sunkern is eh. Sunflora is eh. I like Celebi, but for me it has to be somebody from the Chikorita line. And to me it's Meganium. I love that in Radical Red Meganium is Fairy type. It makes so much sense. I wish it was actual. I wish Meganium got a Mega Evolution. I love Meganium. I'm going Meganium. Electric types, yeah, I'm going Lantern. I love Ampharos, but I love Mega Ampharos way more, and there's no way that's not gonna be my pick for the gimmick form. Yeah, I'm going Lantern. I love Lantern. I love how bulky it is. It's just so cool. I love that it gets parabolic charge. It's just so dope. Ice types. Now, while I love Mamoswine, his two pre-evos kind of suck. Delibird, speaking of suck, is the suck master. He can't really use them. He heals opponents. He's crap. Smoochum is a frickin' disgrace. It's just as bad as its evolved form, Jinx, but not as bad, but it's still pretty crap. It's like they went from racism to pedophilia by sexualizing this little child thing. It's weird. I don't want it to blow kisses at me. It's weird. Its whole gimmick is blowing kisses. Why would they do that for a Pokemon that looks like a little infant? So anyway, I'm going Sneasel. You know, the happy medium. So for fighting types, that's so easy. It's Heracross. These other two are just... Yeah, Montop's okay. Tyrogue's a freaking disgrace. What is it? It's a little dude. It's just a little... you know, that's cute. He's a little dude, but it's Heracross. Poison type, no-brainer again. It's Crobat. It's always gonna be Crobat. Love Crobat. It's Crobat. I love Crobat. I like how I'm trying to decide what my favorite is already. Crobat's a contender. I'll just say that. Ground types. Ah, frick. Okay, so all the ground types are okay in the Shen, honestly. Swinub and Piloswine, whatever. Larvitar, I love Larvitar. I'll probably put Larvitar for my rock, honestly. Pupitar's even okay. Pupitar's growing on me. I spend more time with Pupitar in the whole freaking line, it feels like. But I love Gligar. Steelix is really cool, but it's between these two, Donphan and Quagsire. Now, if you were to ask me this question when I was younger, it would have definitely been Donphan. I had an obsession, but it's Quagsire. I love Quagsire so much, and I can't not have him on this list. It's Quagsire. Alright. Flying types. I think I already know that Lugia is not going to be my favorite legendary because I have one in mind. So I might have to go Lugia. God, it's between Lugia, Gligar, Noctowl. I gotta go Lugia. It's Lugia. It's so cool. It has hand wing things. It's cool. It should be a water type, not a psychic type, but it's cool. Now psychic type, easiest freaking choice. It's Espeon. I love Espeon. Espeon, Eevee, and Umbreon and Sylveon are my jam. Or my They're my jam with my toast. Jam with my peanut butter. It's my jam. Alright, bug type. Ew. Why would they make me choose? That's so mean. Nobody from the top row. While Ariados is cool, it's nobody on the top row. I already picked Heracross. It's between these three behemoths, and they're all so cool. Fortress is so cool. I love that it has little gun things, and it's a bagworm. It's really cool. Scizor is just freaking dope. Scizor might be my steel type though. Either of these could. But I don't want to leave Shuckle. Alright, you know what? I'm going Fortress. I really like Fortress. It's really cool. And for rock types, not a. I like Tyranitar. Don't get me wrong, but I love Larvitar more than Tyranitar. For me, and Corsola is cool, Magcargo's cool, Sudowoodo's cool, but they don't stand out to me as much as Shuckle and Larvitar. So it's between these two. Man. You know what? I'm making a change. I'm doing it. I'm gonna change my bug type to Shuckle and my rock type to Larvitar because I like them both more than Fortress, even though Fortress is really cool. For Ghost, you know, weighing all of my hundreds of options here, it's a tough choice. It really is, but I think I'm gonna go Mischievous. It was either Mischievous or Mischievous. I mean, even Mischievous. But yeah, I'm gonna go Mischievous. No, I'm gonna go Mischievous. I'm gonna go Mischievous. Underrated choice, probably. I'm so sorry for whoever had to listen to that. It sounds like a stroke. So I could go Kingdra, or I could go Kingdra, but I think I'm gonna go Kingdra. Yeah, I'll go Kingdra. No, I'll go Kingdra. Yeah, I was going between Kingdra and Kingdra, but I'm gonna pick Kingdra. Okay. Dark types. It's Umbreon. As much as these might be cool, you know, they're not Umbreon. Umbreon's Umbreon. Umbreon's perfect. Umbreon reminds me so much of Ray, my partner. It's Umbreon. It's Umbreon. Umbreon's my little pretty boy. I'm picking Umbreon. I don't care. Steel type. Crap. Now they're making me choose between these two. Man. It's Fortress. Caesar is so cool when I was a kid, but Fortress is Fortress. I've grown to appreciate Fortress. Fairy types, yeah. Sorry. Jeez. I love Togetic a lot. A lot. I liked it. I just wish that it was fairy type earlier on, but that wouldn't be fair, obviously, because, you know, that wouldn't really make sense, because as soon as it became a fairy type, Togekiss became a fairy type, and I think that while Togetic is cool, it's not as cool as Togekiss, so it's between Azumarill and Gramble, I think. And I gotta go Azumarill. I didn't like that They can't put me through these stressful decisions. Alright, favorite starter. Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier. It's Totodile. All three of these starters are amazing. But I can name them in order of which I like them. Chikorita's so cute. But I like Cyndaquil more. And Cyndaquil is so cute. But I like Totodile more. So I'm going Totodile. Gimmick form. Ooh. I mean, it's gotta be, it's Ampharos. I said it earlier. It's definitely Ampharos. It's hard though, because I want to pick Caesar, because I feel bad leaving him out, but I would feel even crappier if I left out Ampharos, so I'm going Ampharos. Legend. Yeah, I said I had one in mind earlier. I still have it in mind. It's Suicune. I love Suicune so much. Pokemon Crystal was so cool. It was my first ever Pokemon game. And I have so much nostalgia to Suicune because of that. Seeing Suicune on the back of my Game Boy all the time, it was just so cool. I love Suicune. I wish that it was a water and ice type. I think it would make so much sense, even though it might even hinder it. I just think it's the embodiment of both. It's so cool. Now, for my favorite out of all of the Gen 2 mods. Oh, man. See, I'm saying "aw, man" because I want to pick Umbreon so bad. I love Umbreon. But I love Wooper. I love them both, probably equally, and Crobat's even up there too. It's hard to choose between Wooper and Umbreon, and I wish I didn't have to choose between. Man, that is like a knife to the heart. As much as I love Wooper, I love Umbreon more. I'm going Umbreon. That was too hard. Gen 2 is brutal, man. So, I'm gonna move on to Gen 3 to not go back and want to cry here. Gen 3, I love Gen 3, but some mons are just really stinky to me. So when I click on this normal here, I can pick out the stinky ones. I don't really want to say what the stinky ones are, because I don't want to catch some hate, in case anybody watches this VOD after the fact. But there's some stinkers. No, I don't really. An opinion's an opinion, you know what I mean? So when I mean stinkers, I mean freaking Whimsir's trash. Loudred's trash. Exploud's okay. Spinda's absolute trash. Castform, I used to think was trash. It's okay. Kecleon, freaking trash. I don't get why people like Kecleon. He's trash. Both forms are trash. I don't care. Azurill, the embodiment of trash. They didn't need to make it. There was nobody was saying we want Azurill. If I had to pick a favorite here, it's the two that I genuinely like compared to not really having no feelings. I know everybody loves this line. Oh, there's actually three lines that I like here, but this line's just whatever to me. Slack off. I know slacking's overpowered, but it's just, I don't have that much love. It's between Zigzagoon, Swellow, and Zangoose, but with Zigzagoon, I know I'm gonna choose him later on because I love the Galarian version even more than normal Zigzagoon. I love raccoons. It's between Swellow and Zangoose, and I gotta go Zangoose. It's the embodiment of a cool normal type. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna plug my phone on the charger. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. So... oh, yeah. For fire types for Gen 3... Wow. What a plethora. I know people watching this now or after the fact. I mean, definitely after the fact will not be happy when I say I don't really like the Torchic line. Blaziken has grown on me through one of my playthroughs with Radical Red, but honestly, not my favorite. I like Torkoal, but not that much, and I always would get annoyed as a kid because I thought it was a fire rock type, but it wasn't. This cast form is one of the crappiest cast forms. It's so weird. It doesn't look like a sun. It looks like a weird like basketball with little basketballs coming off of it. It's Camerupt. I mean, through process of elimination here, Camerupt's the only one here that I kind of like. I like Camerupt. He's okay. I'll go Camerupt. Water type. Oh, wow. Gen 3 has really good water types. My favorite starter is from this line. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna say which one yet. Alright. Of this line is my favorite. But I'm not gonna select it for dupes. And I specifically like the one Mon, and the other two are okay, but they're not my favorites. Definitely not of the water types of Gen 3 here. So, yeah, I thought this would be harder, but it's not. It's Milotic. Milotic is so pretty. I love Milotic. I always wanted a Milotic on my team, especially in Emerald, and it was so hard to get one back then because you had to do the contest, and I didn't really know how to do those well. But I love Milotic. Milotic might be my favorite of Gen 3. I don't know yet, though, but it's up there. I love Milotic, especially shiny Milotic is so cool. Okay. So, dang, this freaking music's a little spooky right now. For grass types, I feel like I should be on the ghost types. No, okay. For grass types, oh man, I would pick Breloom, but I'm imagining Breloom's gonna be my fighting. I can always go back, but Breloom sticks out to me more than all the grass types here. Man, I want to pick Sceptile. I just don't know what the gimmick forms are because I really like Mega Sceptile too. But out of all of these, Sceptile sticks out the most. Cacturne's really cool too. But yeah, it's gotta be Sceptile. It's a lizard freaking that has adapted to the trees around it, and it's freaking cool. I don't care. I don't need to make excuses on why I'm picking it. Okay. Gen 3 electric types, you know. I got Stinky Red or Stinky Blue. Or, sorry, I'm blanking on it. Is that Electrike or Manectric? I honestly don't really like the Electrike line. And I know I called him Stinky, but I'm gonna go with Stinky Blue. Yeah, mine's not great, but at least he's cute. I like that Manectric gets Intimidate, but that's the only thing I like about Manectric. Yeah, I'm gonna go Minun. Stinky Blue. Ice. Okay, I thought Gen 3 had some heaters, but they got some colders, and that's not a pun on the ice type, but What is this? Yeah, cast forms. I like Bates cast form more than all the other cast forms, especially not this little turd. If it was brown, it would look like Dookie, you know. I don't know what Snorunt is. I don't know if it's supposed to be candy corn or a little totem. I don't know. I don't like it. Galeli's cool. It is. Regice is eh. The Regis, I don't really like the Regis. I think they're too complicated to get for how mid they are. So it's between. I like Walrein and Celio, but not more than Spiel. It's a ball. It's a seal slash sphere slash ball. It's cool. So it's between Spiel or Glalie. I'm gonna go Spiel. At least it's cute. Fighting, yeah, it's Breloom. I already said how I feel about these. These are friggin' disgrace. I don't like Pokemon that look like they're wearing just straight up clothes. And I said earlier, I don't like when Pokemon are just dudes. These are just two dudes. A little dude and a bigger dude. This little weird thing looks like a garlic clove. And I don't mean that in a good way. And Metacham's just... he's got a wiener on his head. It's Breloom by default, but I like Breloom actually a lot. Poison types. Gotta drink more water. Poison types. It's between Dustox and Seviper. And I think... oh man. I know Dustox isn't going to be my favorite bug type. I do know that. So I almost want to click Dustox here. Because I think I might like... No, I can't do Zangoose and not Seviper. They hate each other. It's cool. I like that they have this feud, and I like that... I like Seviper. Seviper's cool. Ground types. Ooh, stinky. I hate Baltoy and Claydol. Why does it have so many eyes? I'm sure there's some lore, but I hate it. Groudon's okay. It's not my favorite legendary, not by far. I played Sapphire and Emerald. Not a big Groudon fan. I won't doubt that he has a cool design though. And what's it called? Not Mega Groudon. It's called Primal Groudon. Primal Groudon's cool. I like when it lights up. It's cool. But yeah, it's got to be Flygon. I really like Flygon. Ah, man. I really like Trapinch. No, it's Flygon. Yeah. It looks like he has goggles. He's cute. I like Flygon. I wish that he was a bug dragon, not a ground dragon. If I'm going based off of the ground typing, I would actually feel more comfortable doing Trapinch. And I'm confident with that. Flying types. Yoopers. I'm not picking Ninjask, because Ninjask is definitely going to be my favorite bug type, I think. And if it's not, I'm coming back, because I'm not leaving Ninjask off this list. It's so cool. I love that it's one of the fastest mons. It's cool. It's dope. Now, for flying types, as much as I like Swallow, it's not my favorite. And I have this feeling that Rayquaza's not gonna be my favorite dragon type. So I'm gonna go Rayquaza. I'm not picking Altaria yet, because I have plans in mind for Altaria. Yeah, I'm going Rayquaza. It's so dope. And I love that it looks like it has no teeth. Psychic types. Okay, Metagross is definitely going to be my favorite steel type. I have little to no doubt about that. I have a little bit of a doubt about that because I just saw Jirachi. No. I would still do Metagross over Jirachi. I think Metagross is so cool. I slept on it as a kid. Not anymore. Gardevoir weirds me out because social media has ruined Gardevoir. So I'm definitely not picking Gardevoir. Sorry, Gardevoir. Even like Kirlia over Gardevoir, but I'm not gonna pick Kirlia. I know what choice I want to go for, I think. So this is where my head's going. It's between Wynaut, and I know Wynaut is not really usable. And it's not a great mon, but he's so cute. I love him so much, and it's the perfect baby Pokemon for Wobbuffet. But I really like... Both the Latis are cool, but I love Latios. And I know that my favorite legendary is gonna be between these two. Knowing that though, I'll go with the one that I don't... boy. No, you know what? I'm gonna go Latios. I like Latios there. It's a little blue psychic dragon. It's so cool. And it's based off of a fighter jet. Bug types. I said it earlier. It's Ninjask. All these bug types are stinky. Not you, Dustox. You're okay. Stinky, stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Stinky, stinky. Stinky. Okay. It's Ninjask. Even if the others weren't stinky, it's still Ninjask. Rock type. Whoa. Not hard. Hate him. I hate Nosepass. Probably my least favorite rock type in Gen 3. These are okay. Lileep and Cradily are kind of cool actually, but they're not my favorites. Anorith annoys me, but Armado's cool. Relicanth is okay. Regirock, I don't really like the Regis, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Regirock. But it's definitely Aggron. Aggron is so dope. It's like a mech kaiju. It's like a mech version of Tyranitar. It's cool. It's cool. I don't need to justify it. It's cool. Ghost types. This is a no-brainer for me as well. While all the ghost types I actually think from Gen 3 are really cool. Banette has always been the coolest to me. I love Banette so much. I think it's so cool that it's like a marionette doll. It's essentially a doll that's been left behind, and it's just so cool. I love the origins of it. I love that Shuppet evolves into Banette. I just love Banette. Dragon types. Okay, see, now I can pick Flygon. Because while Flygon is cool, really cool, I don't think it embodies ground type all that well. Ooh, the more I'm looking at ground type, I'm probably going to go Swampert over Trapinch, the more I think about it. But for dragon types, nonetheless, I'm going Flygon. Flygon is so cool. And like I said earlier, it has goggles. It looks cool. I wish that it was a bug dragon. I don't know if we have a bug dragon. I don't know if that's a type combination they've used yet, but it should be Flygon. But nonetheless, um, dark types, Poochyena and Mightyena are cool. They are cool. Nuzleaf and Shiftry kind of weird me out. I don't like that Nuzleaf has nipples. That has always bothered me, that he has 2 little nipples. Why do they give nipples on Pokemon? It doesn't make sense. I don't like it. Sableye's cool, but not so cool. Not cooler than Mightyena. Not a big Carvanha and Sharpedo fan, especially not Sharpedo. I think it's just a shark. It's just not really creative to me. I mean, a lot of Pokemon are just like the animal they're based off of, but I don't know. Sharpedo's just weird. I don't like Pokemon that, especially, I don't like water Pokemon that just are in the water. They can't survive outside of the water. I don't like that. I don't know. I'm weird. Yet I put Lantern on here. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Sharpedo. Cacturne. Oh, I like Cacturne. I probably like Cacturne more than Mightyena, actually. So, cross Mightyena off. Now it's between Cacturne and Crawdaunt. Still go Cacturne. While Crawdaunt's cool, it's not cooler than Cacturne. It's between these two, and honestly, as cool as I thought Absol was when I was younger, Grass and Dark type is so cool. And while Shiftry is also Grass and Dark, Cacturne does it way better. I love that it's just a nefarious cactus. It's cool. Going Cacturne. Steel types for Gen 3. Yeah, I already said it earlier. It's Metagross. It's definitely Metagross. I mean, I still have never understood what Metagross is. I know it's based off of like a moving fortress, I think. But nonetheless, it's just cool. The X on its head, I don't know, it's dope. Mega Metagross is cool too, but I actually like Metagross over its other form. Yeah, I feel confident with that. Fairy types. Still, Gardevoir is just ruined for me, you know? The internet did that. You did that. Whoever's watching this VOD after the fact, you did this. You're part of the problem why I won't choose Gardevoir. I hate Azurill. Mawwile's okay. Not really, though. I don't know. I'm not a big Mawwile fan. Ralts or Kirlia? I'm going Kirlia. I like that Kirlia can evolve into 2 forms. Even if one of those forms is Gardevoir. It's just cool. And I like that it's a ballet dancer. It's cool. Starter. So I said earlier, and I already chose Swampert, so it was between Mudkip and Marshtomp. A lot of people would probably choose Mudkip, but Marshtomp has a special place in my heart. I love Marshtomp so much, because when I had Pokemon Emerald, back in the day, I just got totally caught off guard when I look in the chat and see Pokemon deserve nips. No, they don't. I'm gonna leave it there. Pokemon do not need nipples. There's no need. They could eat something else. I don't care. I don't want Pokemon nipples. Now, my favorite starter. I love Marshtomp, okay? I had Pokemon Emerald. I had the Everstone on my Marshtomp and didn't understand why it wasn't evolving. I forget how it even got on there. But I was so pissed and I didn't understand. But then I just grew to love Marshtomp. I never evolved it. Got it all the way to level 100 without it evolving into Swampert. And I was just... Marshtomp will always stick with me. I love Marshtomp. Hashtag Pokemon nip. No! No nipples. I'm gonna start a worldwide campaign to take the nipples off all Pokemon that have nipples. Let me go back to Gen 2 normal types really quick. This is a problem. Okay? I know it's a cow. I do know that. I don't want there to be udders or nipples on freaking Pokemon, and Miltank is the exact reason why I have this issue. Look at it. Why? Why does it need the udders? It would look perfect without the udders. It would be so cute, but instead, ugh. Okay, moving on. Gimmick form. Gimmick form. Fire free the nip. Gimmick form for Gen 3. God, I need water. Jesus. Alright. Gen 3 gimmick form. Gotta be Gardevoir. No. I'm just kidding. Oh, duh. I said it earlier that I had something in mind for Altaria. It's mega. It's so cool. It's a cloud dragon. Look at it. It doesn't have nipples. It's perfect. No, but it's so pretty. I love it. I love that the cloud wings that it had before have gone to its back, and it's just so cool. I love that it's a dragon fairy. I love it. Legend. Damn it. I knew I was gonna have this exact problem too. Let me go back to water. Yeah, no, I can't choose anything over Milotic. So, out of the Hoenn 3, the Weather Trio, is that what it's called? I think it's the Weather Trio. I love Kyogre the most. I think Kyogre is one of the coolest legendaries. But I also love Jirachi and Deoxys. I love that Deoxys has 4 different forms, all based off of a stat. I mean, the normal forms, obviously, just default, but you know what I mean. And I love Jirachi because it's so cute, and I love its little eyeball that it has on its tummy. Oh, man. As much as I like Kyogre, it is really between these two. It's between Jirachi and defensive Deoxys, because I think defensive Deoxys is the coolest of them, and the most different of the Deoxys. But, oh, man. I love that every time I look over, there's something that has to do with nips in the chat. Alright. Oh, man. I think it's Deoxys, honestly. And the more I think about it now, it's between defensive Deoxys and speed Deoxys. I'm going speed Deoxys, actually. I like speed Deoxys more than the others. I love that it's... No, defensive. I know I'm going back and forth. I like the defensive one. I love defensive Mom. That's why I love Umbreon, is how defensive it is. Sorry, I just had to choke to death off camera. Off mic. Oh, all my out of all my favorites of Gen 3, I gotta pick one. So I think it would be easier to eliminate the ones first that it's not, which is these two, Zangoose and Camerupt. Definitely not Minun. Not Seviper. Not Rayquaza, as much as I think Rayquaza is cool. Not Swampert. It's not Aggron, it's not Flygon, it's not Cacturne, and it's not Metagross, Kirlia. This whole row's gone. It might be Marshtomp, might be Mega Altaria, it might be Deoxys. It's not Latios. It's not these 4, 5. As much as I like Ninjask, it's not gonna trump over this whole row. Actually, I could take out this whole row. So I guess not Sceptile. It's between Milotic, Marshtomp, Mega Altaria, and Deoxys. As much as I like Mega Altaria, obviously past Gen 6 you can't use it, so I think I'm gonna cross that off the list, honestly. As cool as it is, would have been cooler if that was its permanent form. Man, it's between Marshtomp, Deoxys, and Milotic. I'll eliminate Deoxys. It's between Milotic and Marshtomp. I have so many memories with Marshtomp, but I also have memories with Milotic, and I think Milotic is one of the coolest designs. I'm gonna go Milotic. That was really hard. That was probably the hardest one I've had to decide yet. Probably because the others were pretty much no-brainers. Yeah, wow. That was difficult. Not even gonna lie. Alright. Let me do a little breakdown here so far. Or of like basically what I think the type category here that is definitely taking the lead. And honestly, so far the one that hasn't had a single like L in it is the water type. Water type or the gimmick form. Alright, I'm gonna move on here. Normal type. Gen 4 is my favorite gen. Just before I even get into the normal types. Gen 4 will always be my favorite gen. Platinum will always be my favorite game. Other games have come close, but they'll never be as good to me as Platinum. I love that Gen 4 also had the remakes of Gen 2, because if not, Gen 2 is also one of my favorite gens. And the fact that it's both of them combined is just so cool to me. I love Soul Silver. Soul Silver and Platinum are just perfect. I think they came out in 2007, and I think Platinum was 2008. Just perfect games. I love the legendaries. I love the story. I love Team Galactic. It's just, everything was so cool. It's so nostalgic to me. And I just love this gen so much. I have so much nostalgia with it and so much love for all these Pokemon. There's not a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon I can say I really don't like. So I'm going to start with the normal types. Wow, this one's no, I'm just kidding. Man. No, honestly, I got called out on cap right away. I don't like the word cap. I got called out on a lie right away, because I don't think Happini's all that cool. But it's still not bad compared to Ambipom. What is it? Why is it looking at me like I'm pulling up a bigger picture of Ambipom so everybody can see how disgusting this creature is. I said there wasn't a miss in this gen. It was a lie. Ambipom's the biggest miss of all of it. What is it? Why does it look like that? Why? It's gross. What the hell is that? Why? Why did the hands get grosser? Look! Look at little Apom here. Little tiny... What the frick is this? Why are they red on the tip? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay. Now that I got over that. My favorite of the Gen 4 normal types. Ooh. I love Staraptor. Staraptor's really cool. It's like a muscular fat bird. It's cool. I think it should have been fighting, but fighting flying. Lopunny's cool. It's also gotten ruined by the internet, but that's okay. Perugly is actually really cool. Sorry, I just got a little smooch him from my little my little baby pretty boy. sorry. Okay, okay. So sorry guys, I'm trying to recover from the infatuation of my partner coming in and kissing me. Thunderstruck right now. I got butterflies. I'm moving on from the sappy shit. Gen 1 normal type. It's between Munchlax and Bibarel. I'm going Bibarel. I don't care what anybody says about Bibarel. He's a trooper. He's an HM slave trooper. Fire types. Oh. It's actually not that hard. I used to like Monferno more than Infernape, but Infernape has grown on me a lot. I love the white around its feet and its head and everything. I'm going Infernape. Water types. I'm gonna try and speed it up a little bit, because I'm pretty sure by the end of this I'm not gonna have a voice and or a working throat. No way. You're banned. You're banned for the throw up emoji. Get banned. For anybody watching the VOD after the fact, I'm not banning anybody. My lovely partners in the chat supporting me. The only person supporting me here. Anyway. Fudgesicle. I think Empoleon's gonna be my favorite steel type. Empoleon is one of my favorite Gen 4 mons, but I think it is gonna be my favorite steel type, and if that's the case, the water type's either gonna be Gastrodon. I think this is West form. Maybe this is East. I think actually this might be East. Or Floatzel. I'm gonna go Floatzel. Grass type. Oh man. Turtwig is definitely gonna be my favorite starter. There's no doubt about that for me. It used to be Empoleon. I still love Empoleon a lot, but Turtwig has really grown on me. You know, man. It's between Torterra and Tangrowth. Oh, man. Leafeon, too. I really like Leafeon. I'm gonna go Leafeon, actually. It's very underrated evolution. I really like it. Electric types. I'm gonna keep this moving and zooming. Electric types. It's Luxray. There's no doubt that it's Luxray. Look at it. It's perfect. It's like a blue... Is it a dog? No. It's a cat. Right? It's like a lion. Or maybe it's like a... Like a... I don't know. It's something. It's Luxray, though. Ice types. I ain't even gonna fuck around here. It's Mamoswine. I love Mamoswine. Perfect ice type. Love it so much. It's king of the ice types right now. I'm not even lying. Fighting type. Oh. No. Oh. Okay. I know people like Lucario. I do. But I like Riolu better. I think Riolu is way cooler than Lucario. It's like a perfect partner Pokemon. I'm doing Riolu. Sorry. So sorry. Sorry for anybody listening. While I think Roserade is really cool, you know what? I'm jumping ahead to Dark really quick, just to see what's in the Dark. Yeah, okay. Poison type, I'll go Roserade, because I know Drapions gonna be my Dark type. Ground type. Oh, perfect. Yeah, while all these ground types are really cool, and I'm not even, I mean, besides Wormadam, because what the fuck? We didn't need another Bagworm, especially not that one. All these ground types are really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. There's not a single bad one here. I really like Torterra, and I'm glad I get to put him on this list. Flying types. Man, I really like Gliscor. It's like a vampire. Reminds me of Twilight. Reminds me of my partner. Togekiss. Togekiss is probably gonna be unfair. I'm going Gliscor just because. Team Edward. Okay. Ew. Psychic types. I was way off when I said there wasn't a bad bad Mon in Gen 4. I hate Chingling and I hate Mime Jr. Why would they do this? Why would they make the Mime right? They made the Mime in the first place. They made Mr. Mime. I get it. It was Gen 1, whatever. Then they made a fucking tinier version? Why? Why? It's Azelf. I like Azelf a lot. It's my favorite of the... Crap, what are these guys called again? The emotion spirits? Emotion trio? Emotion trio? Yeah, I really like Azelf. I like that it's the attacker of them. How many Mons do you think you could name or list? At least 4. At least 4. Probably no more than... Probably no more than 1,000. Definitely 4. Now, if I'm being real... listening without seeing them, if I wasn't timed, I could probably get like, no joke, probably like 500. If I could see them, like see the picture, I think I could get fucking all of them. Truthfully, I don't think there's a single Mon that I look at it and I don't know what it is. I know the names. And that says something. I think there's 1,000 and 5007. No, 1010. I think we're at. That was a really good question. Thank you. But yeah, if there was a time limit though, like 30 minutes, fucking, I can't type fast or even write fast, so probably fucking like 200 maybe, if I'm lucky. Okay, bug type. Damn, jumped over. Bug types. I thought Burmy was cool when I was younger. That was a dumb opinion. All the Burmies suck. Not suck, but they're just whatever. Wormadams suck, though. Motham's kind of okay. I like that it's yellow. I would prefer Beedrill over these stupid bees. Skorupi's okay. Yanmega's okay, but honestly, it's Kricketune. Its cry is iconic. Let me play the Kricketune really quick. Let me pause this. Kricketune. Damn, it just got really quiet, guys. Kricketune cry. Like, what? That's not a Pokemon. Oh. 1 hour of silence occasionally interrupted by Kricketune. I'm alright. Okay. No more silence. Rock types. Now, while I do think that Shieldon and Bastiodon don't get as much love, I'm part of the problem because I love Rampardos and Cranidos, but I have to go Cranidos over Rampardos because I think the design is a little bit cooler. I think Rampardos, if it had more of like a rounded head almost, it would look cooler, or like if the spikes were shorter maybe, but I love Cranidos. This music's getting freaking intense. I feel like I gotta just run through the favorite ghost type? Giratina is my favorite legendary. I have no doubt about that, so I can save him here. I don't need to pick him. For me, it's between Spiritomb, which I think has grown on me so much the past 2 years, or Mismagius. Going Spiritomb. I think Spiritomb's so cool. I love the lore behind it. I love that it's so many trapped souls. It's just so cool. Dragon types. I already said I'm not picking Giratina. Oh man. This is where I'm at. I love Dialga and Palkia, right? Do I love it more than I love Dialga more. But do I like Dialga more than Garchomp? You know, no, I gotta go Garchomp. It's a land shark. It's just so cool. While knowing you're a humble person, do you think you can genuinely say you're a Pokemon expert? No. No, I know the names. And I know typings. I don't know shit about stats, because I don't play competitive, obviously. I don't know shit about lore besides the ones I like to look into. And I don't know shit. I'll say it again. I don't know shit about competitive. I don't know shit about anything. I'm not an expert. I think I'm an expert at being a novice when it comes to Pokemon. I just really like Pokemon. It's not something that I want to focus on mainly with this channel. I do want to play it here and there. But I just think that Pokemon's cool. It brings... It heals my inner child. And it's something that I think I'll always be interested in, as far as like, well, maybe not always, but it's just something that I do find fun and interesting as a pastime. Whether I want it to be my main focus or not, I don't know, but I don't think I'm an expert. I know I'm not an expert, and that's not me trying to be humble or anything. That's me just being truthful. There's people out there that you could ask them, like, what's the stats for, like, Lugia, and they know all of them to a T. The numbers, the frickin'... They could tell you when the stats have changed over time. They could tell you all this stuff. I just like the designs. I've always... Even if a Pokemon I know is trash and is not good, I'll still use it because I just love the designs of Pokemon. I just think that it's so cool. I love that there's all these different designs for all these monsters. That's why I like fake mons too. Like Pokemon that don't exist, people make up, and they just look so cool, and I wish I could use them because I just think they're so cool. I got way off track in the best way, but going back, thank you so much for that question. Like, truly. I love you. For dark types for Gen 4, it's Drapion. As much as I think Honchkro's cool and is like Giovanni, as much as I think Darkrai is really cool, it's Drapion. I think Drapion is just so cool. It only has one weakness, and it's not even like a quad weakness like a lot of other mons that only have one weakness. I think the only other ones that have one weakness and it's not a quad would be Hisui and Zoroark, I think. Might be wrong, but I just think it's so cool. I love how defensive and how cool it is. Steel type, I said it earlier, it's definitely Empoleon. I can't not have Empoleon on this list, and I think it is the coolest steel type. Maybe not more cool than Metagross. I don't know, but I'm not at that point yet. I don't have to stress yet. Fairy types. Get this mime little crap head shit. I don't know why I'm trying to censor myself. Get this shithead off my screen. I don't want to see it. It's Togekiss. Starter. Fuck. No. I said it. It's Turtwig. It really is. I love that it's just... First of all, I love turtle Pokemon. I think turtle Pokemon are so cool. Freaking Squirtle all the way back in Gen 1. Just so cool. But the fact that they did the turtle thing onto grass is just so cool. And then it evolves into Torterra. But this is the perfect base. I love Turtwig. It's just so cute. Oh, gimmick form. Not... Honestly, there's not a single gimmick form here that I can say I genuinely like. They're all just kind of tolerable. I don't think Lucario changed enough. I think Abomasnow and Garchomp changed somehow too much. This is the axe things are weird, and I don't think Gallade changed too much. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go Lopunny just because it changes typing, and at least it like it gets longer hair. I don't know. I'm going Mega Lopunny. They're all honestly not that great though. Legendary. It's Giratina. It's Origin form. Is this Origin form? I think it's Origin form. Right? You give it the Grisius orb and it's... it's... Yeah, it's this Origin form. It's so dope. It's like... I love the fact that it's the Satan of the Pokemon world. But the fact that it has this second form and it's the Star of Platinum, it's just perfect. It's so nostalgic. I love it so much. Now, I'm going to go through a mental breakdown here. Gen 4. My favorite gen. To choose a favorite Pokemon from Gen 4 should be a sin. Because they're all great. Obviously, they're not all great. I've been proven wrong on that. But all of these are great. There's not a single one here that I'm disappointed that's on this list. Here comes the issue. I have to say some of them are not as good as the others. And that hurts. But it's true. Now, mind you, there's not a single one here that I don't not like. But I'm going to start weeding them out here. It's definitely not these three. Unfortunately, it's not Leafeon. These two are contenders. So I'm keeping them. It's not Riolu. It's not Roserade. It's not Torterra. It's not Gliscor. It's not it's not this whole row. It's not these 2, 3. It's not this whole row besides Empoleon. And it's not Lopunny. So it's between Turtwig, Giratina, Empoleon, Luxray, and Mamoswine. I'm gonna get rid of Mamoswine. Although I think it's one of the best ice types. It's not better than the other ones. I would put Luxray over... No, unfortunately I'm gonna have to get rid of Luxray. It used to be Empoleon. And surprisingly... Oh, man. I know, it's... Oh, man. I'm going Turtwig. I think as much as Empoleon is in my heart as one of my favorites, it's Turtwig. I think Turtwig is so cool. It's grown on me so much, and I really, really like Turtwig. I like that that was a tough decision. Once I pick my favorites, the other ones I can go back on, but my favorite of the overall gen, I don't want to go back on. So I'm keeping Turtwig. Gen 5. Gen 5, as much as I like Gen 2, it's my second favorite gen. Which would mean Gen 2 is my third favorite. Gen 5 is amazing. I wish that they had the older forms of Pokemon in like the base Black and White games. But then they had Black and White too. And I was so hyped as a kid to save up like this money and get a game. And I think one of the first games that I got with my own money was it was Pokemon White. I think that this gen, while Gen 4 is my favorite, I think that this is the best gen as far as if you're going to play a Pokemon game, you should start with Black and White or Black and White 2. Probably Black and White 2, even. It's just a perfect region and perfect game. Now, my favorite normal type. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because I know you get cut off at, I believe, 3.5 hours. So I'm going to just speed it up a little bit, but not too much. My favorite Gen 5 normal type Damn, I said I'm gonna speed it up and here I am lagging. No, honestly, I know what it is, I just wish it wasn't. Like, I wish I could be cooler and say it's a different one. Because it's everybody's, I think would be everybody's favorite normal type of this gen. But it's Stoutland. I just think that Stoutland's really cool. I love that it's a 3-stage line. I love that the dog progressively gets older and cooler. It's just cool. Now, fire types. Oh, man. Now, if we were going off of shinies, it'd be freaking Emboar. Emboar has the coolest shiny. But we're not. And I'm going Heatmor. I love Heatmor so much. When people call Heatmor ugly, it sends me to a rage. An indisputable rage. My partner gave Heatmor a freaking 1 out of 10 based off design. Diabolical. It's Heatmor. It's Heatmor every day. It's Heatmor on the hottest of days when you shouldn't be around Heatmor. I'm giving him hugs. He's a little anteater. And he breathes a little fire. He's cute, man. Favorite water type. Okay. I'm gonna pick. So I love this line. But this line's gonna be my favorite starter. You know what? It would be a crime to not include Samurott when I'm choosing one of these two. Doing Samurott. I don't care. This line's also going to be my favorite list. Possibly. Because I know, oh, man, I really like Serperior too. But as far as starters go, it's not my favorite. But I am going to choose Serperior for grass. Because there's no other grass type I could put above Serperior. The starters of this gen were amazing. I was upset that there was another firefighting type. You know, like the previous 2 gens. But they did good with it. And also, I like Emboar over these 2 other firefighting starters. And also, there wasn't a single Pignite's on the line. But there wasn't a single bad evolution in all 3 of the lines. Besides maybe Pignite. But Pignite's okay, he grows on you. Anyway, electric types. Easy. Galvantula. I love Galvantula. Galvantula is so cool. It's cool and cute. I love Joltik too. Joltik's way cuter than Galvantula, but Galvantula is just dope. I like Electros. I do. I like that it doesn't have a weakness because it has Levitate. But not a big fan of eels. You know, I'm not sure anybody that's an eel fanatic. Sorry if I've offended you, but I'm going Galvantula. Ice types. These ice types, honestly, while I think that this gen's amazing, the ice types kind of stinky. You know, they made up for it by having their legendary be a really cool ice type, but the normal ice types, like standard Pokemon, really stinky. So I have to go Kyurem, the legendary. And I like Kyurem over. No, I like Kyurem White more, but I'm going Reshiram later. I know that for a fact, and I feel like that would be dupes if I hit him. So I'm just gonna go regular Kyurem. Fighting types. Now, while I think Emboar is really cool, it's not cooler than Mienshao. I love that they finally made a more feminine fighting type Pokemon. Look at previous. All masculine. All masculine. All masculine. All masculine. And then they were like, alright, fine. We'll make a feminine fighting type. And it's perfect. I don't understand what you know, it's like they can't. What's going on up in that studio? That they're making freaking blackface, freaking. I'm going back to it. They're making blackface Gen 1 Pokemon. They made this freaking Gen 2 weird freaking baby that's kissing you. And then they just had to be sexist for 4 generations. And then they were like, alright, fine. We'll do one feminine. We'll do 2 feminine fighting types. I don't know. I like Mienshao. Not just because of that, but it has a lot to do with it. Oh, man. Wait, no. There's a bug. Because I was going to say, it sucks that Scolopede's not going to be on here, because Trubbish is my favorite poison type, no doubt. But bug type will come back. Trubbish is so cute. I love Trubbish. It's a trash bag. It's based off of a cat, if anybody didn't know that. Watching the VOD after the fact. It's supposed... I might be wrong on this, but I do think it's supposed to be a cat in a trash bag, which has really sad origins, but it's so ugly that it's adorable, and I love it so much. It's one of the cutest mons because they intentionally try to make it ugly, but it just can't. It can't be ugly, because look, it's so cute. I don't care. And I hate when people say that this Pokemon is actual trash, because it's not. It's not. Okay? So, you know the expression, treasure, one man's trash is another man's treasure? You're the fucking trash if you think this Pokemon is trash. Fuck you, you're nobody's treasure. I'm sorry, that was way out of line. It wasn't. Don't you fucking dare come for Trubbish. Ground types. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. Ground types. Oh, fudge. I think Excadrill is probably gonna be my favorite steel type, maybe? Yeah. So my favorite ground type, it's Golurk. When people say Golurk doesn't look like a Pokemon, they're fucking right, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't. I think he's so cool. And his shiny's so cool. Everything about him is just cool. I love that he's a ground type too, because it makes so much sense. Because he's literally made of earth. And it's just cool. Moving on. Flying types. I feel like I've spent longer on this gen than any of the other gens, and I said I was going to speed it up. So I'm going to move... I'm going to actually speed it up. No, I'm not. Alright. Favorite flying types? I know it's bad with the Fetus. I really do. But I don't care. Because it's so fast that it doesn't even need to go below that health marker. And also, in randomizers, when it has a different ability, it's so sick. I love Archeops. Moving on quickly. Psychic types. Musharna has... I love the Reuniclus line. I think it's cool they're based off like aliens, UFOs, whatever. Meloetta annoys me. Gothorita line's fucking weird. Basically, it would be between Reuniclus and Musharna. But Musharna has a special place in my heart, specifically because of the games and the Dream Mist and everything. It's Musharna. You know, I just realized I don't think Musharna has the drowning or the drowsing ability that Kamala has, which makes no sense because it's always sleeping. But moving on. Yeah, like I said earlier. Crap. Maybe I'm changing my mind. I really like Scolipede. But I also like Levani. But I would go Scolipede, honestly. I love the color scheme. I think it's so cool that it flipped Whirlipedes. It's just really cool. And I love that it's like a bug horse. It's just cool. Rock type. Okay. I almost went back and changed Archeops, but honestly, I love Terrakion. It's not going to be my favorite legendary, which means that it's perfect to have here. I love Terrakion. I think Terrakion's the coolest of the Swords of Justice. Ghost type. I think I'm gonna go Cofagrigus. I was gonna pick Chandelure, but Chandelure doesn't have that much nostalgia for me as much as Cofagrigus has. And nostalgia, I think, plays a big part for me in picking my favorite Pokemon. Moving on. Reshiram's definitely, I think there's no doubt about it, my favorite legendary. So if I were to pick just a dragon type, I don't want to keep Zekrom off this list, so I'm going Zekrom. You know what, actually? I'll go Black Kyurem, so that way Zekrom's technically on it, and I don't feel as bad. And then I'm gonna go Hydreigon. I think Hydreigon's so cool, and I play Pokemon Insurgence, and having a Mega Hydreigon is, the ability is so cool. Moving on. As far as Dark types, I love Liepard so much, and I'm sad that I can't pick Liepard because, oh, you know what, actually? I can. Because as much as I love Zoroa, I love Hisuian Zoroa even more. So I'm going Liepard. I'm all over the place right now. Excadrill's my favorite steel, I said earlier. This is all they had for Fairy in Gen 5. Well, I think Cottoney's stupid. I don't really like Cottoney. Whimsicott's... I don't like Whimsicott either, but I gotta choose Whimsicott. Boy. Yeah. My favorite starter of Gen 5. I think Oshawott really cool, but Dewott is cooler, and I think even cuter. I love the color scheme. I love that it has two swords. I want to pull up Dewott swords. I love that you can just look anything up. I just love that it uses its shells as like katanas. It's just so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. I don't care. Look at that. It's Dewott. Alright. This is all I had for giving. I don't really like Mega Audino, so I'm going Garbodor. I hate that people don't like Garbodor, and I like that Gigantamax Garbodor is just more trash. Just a spit in the face of the people that don't like Garbodor and Trubbish. Now moving on to legendaries. I already said it earlier, my favorite legendary, maybe in this whole list, but definitely of Gen 5, is Reshiram. I love Reshiram. I love its tail. Sorry, I know I keep going but I have to show it. Tail. Fire tail. Do people know what? No, I didn't want that. Fire tail. Look at how it lights up, man. Look at your boy. He's so sick. Ah, he's so cool. I just love that it lights up. It's just so dope. Yeah, okay, so it's Reshiram, obviously. Now my favorite of Gen 5. This one, taking a different turn from the previous two, super easy to me. It's Trubbish. I love Trubbish. I don't... Trash Kitty, all day, every day. If you don't like Trubbish, you need to look in the mirror because you're just like Trubbish. You are the trash. Moving on. Gen 6. Gen 6 is actually the only Pokemon game that I didn't play the main series game. I didn't play X or Y. I did play ORAS, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I didn't play the standard X and Y just because I didn't have a 3DS, and then going back and playing ROMs, it never really interested me, even though I do think that the two legendaries are really cool. And I mean, this is the gen that introduced Mega Evolution and ended Mega Evolution, but I mean, that's why I liked ORAS. It's because it had even more, and it's such an awesome, I think it is a really cool game, and I'd love to play it one day, but I don't have that much attachment to Gen 6, so if I'm not picking your favorites, if you watch this VOD after the fact, I'm sorry. But nonetheless, here we go. Now, right off the bat, oh, they have Megas. I'm not going to choose Megas, except for in the gimmick form, because I think that's weird. So I'm just going to choose the standard mons. I hate Furfrou. I don't get why people like Furfrou. I don't care if you can dress it up any way you want. Furfrou is... You can dress up trash. It's still going to be trash. Not trash like Trubbish, though, because Trubbish is the good trash. Honestly... I'm not a fan of Pyroar, honestly. I think it has to be Helioptile. Helioisk. That's Helioptile. Yeah, I like Helioisk. I don't have the hate for Diggersby that everybody else has. I think Diggersby's okay, but I like Helioptile more. Fire type? No brainer, Talonflame. I love Talonflame. It's I don't care how weak fire and flying types are to rock. Talonflame is so fast, hits so hard, and is so cool. I love that its specialty is the recoil moves. I just think it's so cool. I love Talonflame. Ooh, okay. I feel like I'm gonna piss people off if they are watching this after or now. But basically, I know people love Greninja. I don't have the love for the Froakie line that other people have. I know they're the most... I think Greninja's one of the most popular Pokemon, if not the popular Pokemon. But he's not my favorite even in the line. I think my favorite would be Frogadier. But out of all the Gen 6 starters, this line is, I think, my least favorite. I'm not doing Megas, or else Mega Blastoise would definitely be. I like Barbaracle, even though a lot of people don't. But I think it would be my rock type. I don't like Clauncher, really. I think I would just have to go Frogadier, but... Let me look at the rock types really quick. No, okay, so yeah, I am actually gonna go Barbaracle because he's not my favorite rock type. Grass types. Now, they got something so right when they did when they chose the grass type starter, because first of all, I know grass and fighting is really weak to flying. It's quad weak, obviously. But you put the berry on it. I think it's the Rindo berry, the one that makes it to where it weakens flying moves. You don't have a problem anymore. I mean, you got a little bit of a problem. It's still normal, super effective. But I love this whole line. There's not a single one of these Pokemon that I dislike, or that I could even say that I like them all. I love one in particular. I love two in particular. I'm gonna go Chespin. The whole line might make it on this list. I'm not even gonna lie, because I love this line. I know that for whatever reason, the least popular of Gen 6, which I don't get why. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna change Heliolisk here, because all the other electric types, obviously I can't do Megas. I'm not choosing Pikachu. And I don't like Dedenne. So I'm just gonna go Diggersby here. Which I don't mind that. I do like I said, I don't mind Diggersby. I actually kinda like Diggersby. Ice type. I mean, I like Hisuian. I like the Hisuian Avalugg better. Not a big fan of Bergmite. These two, though, are really cool. But I actually prefer the pre-Evo. Amora? I think it's Amora. Because this is Aurorus. I like that they're based off the Aurora Borealis. It's just really cool. And it's a little dino. I'm going Amora. Now, fighting type. See, this is what I mean. The whole freaking... They're all going to make it. There's no shot they're not. I'm going Chestnut. I love Chestnut. I think that it's a good thing that he's drastically different in color and almost appearance as his two previous Evos, because it shows how much it's transforming. And I love that it's like he's become less of the Chestnut himself and more the creature inside the Chestnut. I don't know, it's really cool. I love it. And I love that he's built so defensively. It's dope. And did people want another fire fighting type? It'd be better to have it on the grass, in my opinion. Anyway. Poison type. I get Skrelp or Dragalge. I'm going Dragalge. Skrelp just sounds like a loser. No offense to Skrelp. Full offense to Skrelp. Ground type. Well, I already chose Diggersby, so I gotta go Zygarde. Flying type. Oh, I thought it was gonna end here for some reason. I think, man. Okay. Knowing that Yveltal is most likely going to be my dark type, I already chose Talonflame, so I have to go Noivern. No, I'm going Noibat. I think Noibat's an even cooler design than Noivern. I think they got it perfect in the pre-Evo. Now, Psychic type, it's Esper. I love Esper so much. I love Esper. Everybody needs to look at Esper and understand that it's not creepy because the eyes. It's adorable. Look at this thing. If this thing asked me for anything, if this thing asked for me to go to war, no debate. Who we fighting? You know? Where are we? Where am I freaking going to war at, you know? Where am I deploying? Alright. It's Esper. I love Esper. Now for bug types. I can't do Megas. It's only this line. I don't like Vivillon. But I don't. Oh, you know what? I'm going Spupa. I think it's cool that it's just like wrapped up in a little scarf. I'll go Spupa. Now rock type, how I said earlier, it's not Barbaracle. I mean, he's my water type. I already used my ice type on them, but even if not, as much as I do like Diancie, it's Tyrantrum. It's a T-Rex, man. Come on. No thoughts behind it. That's what I'm saying. There's not a single thought going on, but it's perfect that way. And I love that its IQ is like through the roof. But you look at it and you're like, no, it's not. It's that was a flaw in the Pokedex, because that's not true. It's adorable. I love it. Now for ghost types, wow. I don't like Aegislash. I don't like that line. I don't. It's just swords. Like, it's whatever. Maybe if it was a Pokemon holding a sword, it'd be like, yeah, all right. But I would much rather go with. Oh, I do like the evolved forms, right? I do. But oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna go Trevenant actually. I was gonna go for the pre-evo, but I like Trevenant a lot. Dragon types. Oh. So I like Goodra. I love Sliggoo. And I love Goomy. But if I had to choose of the three, it's Sliggoo. I love Sliggoo. I love normal Sliggoo too, like not the Hisuian one. It's just it's a slug dragon. What's not to like? And I like its little face thing, smirk. Now dark types, I said earlier, it's Yveltal. There's no, it's obviously Yveltal. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's perfect. Steel types. Man, I can't do megas, right? I can't do megas. But man, I hate Klefki. And I hate Aegislash. It's a fucking keychain. Why the fuck would they make a keychain Pokemon? Have you ever had an attachment towards your fucking keychain? Maybe what's on the keychain, yeah. Like a little... Have you ever been attached to the metal ring around your fucking keychain? You have not. I guarantee it. I guess this form of Aegislash, because these two aren't fucking any better. For sure. Give me the trash sword. Fairy. Why don't they? Oh. There he is. There he is, the icon. Let me just fucking... Let me show you fucking why I love Sylveon. It's because it's the fucking advocate for fucking trans rights. I fucking love Sylveon. And if you don't like Sylveon, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking perfect. Fuck yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you if you don't like this. You're out of your mind. And if you don't support trans rights, fuck you. I don't mean to get political, but a human being's a human being. Fuck you. Look at Sylveon. Alright, moving on. I know. And if anybody's upset, I just want anybody to know watching after the fact that if you don't support trans rights. I totally understand that you're a fucking trash human being and you should fucking leave this goddamn stream. Fuck you. Alright. Favorite starter. Oh, it's fucking... I said the whole line's gonna be here and I was a fucking lying. It's Quilladin. I love Quilladin. Everybody hates Quilladin. They say he's the ugliest starter. You're a liar. He's fucking adorable. His little spike, he's cute. He's fucking cute. He spins in a ball. He's cute. I love him. Alright. Gimmick form. Now I can choose a Mega, but Jesus, there's a lot. Oh, man. My favorite Mega is Mega Banette, but I already chose Banette and I can't duplicate. But just know it would be Mega Banette. But since I can't duplicate, I already chose Ampharos earlier. I already chose Altaria. This is tough. You know what? I didn't choose Kyogre earlier. I'm choosing Primal Kyogre. He's fucking dope. I'm proud of myself for not picking a Mega. You know? Legendary. Oh, it's Xerneas. I think Xerneas is so cool. Its signature move is literally buffing all of its stats. It's just dope. Now, my favorite of the entire Gen 6 is a no fucking brainer. It's Sylveon. There was never any fucking doubts. It's Sylveon. I'm fucking bummed that Umbreon and Espeon are in the same gen, because I want them both to be in this fucking favorite slot, but it's fine because I got Sylveon, Umbreon, and Eevee, and that's good enough. Moving on to Gen 7. Gen 7 also don't have so much attachment to. I think Alola is a really cool concept though, and I did play through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and a little bit of Sun and Moon. There's a few goodies in here that I do like, but none... Well, some do really stick out to me as some of my favorites, but there is some in here that I just can't fucking stand. Starting out with normal type, yeah. What the fuck did they... Why... We know who this is. We know who this is, right? I'm not fucking crazy. We know... What's this fucking... Is it Yungoos, I think? Oh wait, it's the evolution of Yungoos. What the fuck is the... What are you? What's your name? I forget. No, I don't. It's fucking Gumshoos. Gumshoos. We know who this is, right? We know. There's no fucking doubt. Why would they make this a fucking Pokemon? I don't care if they try and say it was some other shit. I know who they tried to make. The hands behind... Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Yeah, so my favorite is gonna be Beware. No, Beware's probably my favorite fighting type. It's definitely my favorite fighting type. So I have to go Savali. I really like Savali. I think Savali's technically a legend too. So the first legendary normal on this list. Favorite fire type? I like Incineroar, but not as much as Litten, and I'm gonna go Litten. It's a fire kitten. I'm gonna go a little bit faster on this one just because we are approaching the danger zone here, and also gotta get through these a little bit quicker. Also, like I said, I don't have that much attachment to this gen, so I feel like comfortable enough to speed through it a little bit. Favorite water type? It's Primarina. I like the water fairy combination. I just think it's a really cool starter. Grass type? Ooh, I like Rowlet. I really like Decidueye. Rowlet's probably gonna be my favorite flying type. Dartrix is fucking weird. But my favorite grass type is neither of them. Well, I mean, it would be Decidueye, but he's definitely my favorite starter, no doubt. My favorite grass type is going to be Lurantis. I think Lurantis is so cool. I love that it looks like an insect, but it's not. And I just love it. It's so cool. I love the little colors, too. Electric type. It would be a Alolan Raichu if we couldn't duplicate, and I like Raichu more than Alolan Raichu. So honestly, out of all of these, I'm going Tapu Koko. Ice. I said it earlier. It's Alolan Ninetales. Perfect. Down to the last atom. Actually, I'm so sorry. It's most likely gonna be my gimmick form. The more I'm thinking about it. No, I'll keep it as my ice type. Actually, I think that makes more sense. Favorite fighting type? Like I said earlier, it's Beware. It's just, I love that it has no expression. It's just so cool. Poison type? Easier than I thought it would be. Because I think... What's Dragon looking like? Yeah, okay. So... Poison type, it's gonna be not Marini, but Toxapex. I really like Toxapex, and I like that it's just a defensive wall. Ground type, I used to hate Mudsdale, and now I don't. I love the stamina ability, and I think Mudsdale's so cool. I love slow defensive mons. I just think those so cool. Flying type, definitely Rowlet. Psychic type. Damn, we're speeding through this. I feel good with this gen. I feel like I'm making all the... Psychic type, definitely gonna be... I think my favorite legendary is gonna end up being Solgaleo. So I'm gonna go Lunala. And I feel confident with that. Favorite bug type? Oh, Golisopod. Golisopod's so cool. I think Golisopod was weird, but it's cool. First impression, it's just perfect. For rock, it's choosing which of these rock types is my favorite, or choosing which of the Lycan rocks is my favorite. And it's Duskform. It's just so cool. I love that it's a combination of both. Ghost types. Oh, Mimikyu. Mimikyu's so cool. I love that it's like it wants to be Pikachu, but it's not an actual Pikachu clone. It's just so cool. Oh, Sorry, Toxapex, but I love Poipole. I thought Poipole was a dragon type for some reason. Alright, well, sorry, Toxapex. For actual dragon type, I guess I'll go Guzzlord. I think Guzzlord is not only my favorite Ultra Beast, it's probably one of the Ultra Beasts I like. Dark type. Okay. Now I can go Incineroar. I like Incineroar. Steel type. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I haven't gone Sandslash. I'll go Alolan Sandslash. I love that it's just basically Sonic. Fairy type. Tapu Lele. I like Tapu Lele. It's my favorite of the Tapus. And favorite starter, like I said, Decidueye. Favorite legend or gimmick form. Yeah, so I am gonna go back and change this to Crabominable, because I don't think Crabominable is bad at all, and I'm gonna change this to Alolan Ninetales. And then for legendary, like I said, Solgaleo. And my favorite of the entire gen, which I blew through this one on purpose. My favorite of the entire gen is Alolan Ninetales, no doubt. Yeah, cool. I could slow it down a little bit for Gen 8. Gen 8, Sword and Shield, and Legends Arceus. I think Legends Arceus is probably the best Pokemon game on the Switch. If not Scarlet and Violet, but I do think that Legends Arceus takes the cake over that one. Sorry, I just read the comment. Would you ever read a Pokemon fanfic? Not if it involved the Pokemon. No. Shit. If it had fucking Professor Turo in it. Hold on, let me. If it had Professor Turo and Professor, what the fuck, Sada, bucket, run that shit. I'll be flipping through those fucking pages. I'm kind of joking though. I know you'll probably hold me to that. But where was? Oh yeah, Gen 8. Yeah, so like I said, I liked Legends Arceus way more than I like Sword and Shield, but there is some goodies in Sword and Shield too that I like. So, damn, we're done with this board. That's crazy. All right. So, like I said, there is some good ones, especially in Sword and Shield. But here's the issue I'm faced with here. These two I love so much, but I know that Hisuian Zorua. You know what? I'm gonna go Hisuian Zorua because, oh yeah. And then for my dark type, I will go Galarian Zigzagoon. I like that I have so many options. Fire type. Oh, I didn't pick Typhlosion earlier. It's fucking Hisuian Typhlosion. They took Typhlosion and made it like a ghost type, but with like ghost flames instead of the normal flames, and made like a darker color on its back, almost like a purple instead of the classic blue. It's just so cool. Water types. I really don't like the Sobble line at all. Sword and Shield actually had, I think, my least favorite starters. I mean, besides Inteleon, sorta, the final evos are okay. So this is where I'm at. The fire types, I think that the middle evolution's really cool. The other two kind of weird me out. For the water, the whole line annoys me. But for grass, Grookey and Thwackey annoy me, but I think Rillaboom's sick. But, sorry, getting off topic here. Water. This is easy for me. I really, really like Dreadnought. I think Dreadnought's really cool. I'm not going to do the Gigantamax or any, like, alternate forms like that in the normal columns. Only I'll save those for the gimmick forms. But yeah, it's Dreadnought. I really like Dreadnought. And I like that in Gen 9 it gets Shell Smash. So yeah, it's I mean, for the grass types, while I do think Appleton's cute and I think Zygarde's pretty cool, even Hisui and Lilligant's kind of cool, it's Rillaboom. I think Rillaboom's sick. Oh, actually, I'll say Rillaboom for my starter, because I think it definitely is my favorite starter, and I'll go Zygarde. Now, for electric types, this is so easy. It's Yamper. I love Yamper. It's an electric Corgi. Its ability is ball fetch. It fetches a ball. It's just adorable. Ice types. For ice types, I'm gonna go Hisui and Avalugg. The table. Now for fighting type, thought it was gonna be hard. It's not. It's Sneasler. I think Sneasler's so cool. I love the mechanic that you get in its little basket. It's just sick. I love Sneasler, and I love that it hits so hard. Poison types, it's Overquill. Like, I love the Poison Dark type. It's just so cool. I wish it had Levitate, so it'd get rid of its one weakness, but that's okay. Now, for ground types, I'm able to kind of blow through this round because it's Ursaluna. I don't really like the snake. I fucking didn't like the first Stunfisk. I definitely don't like this one. And I feel like they ruined the Cofagrigus line, so it's definitely Ursaluna. Flying type, man, I don't like Enamorus. I know it's pretty sought after, but I don't like Enamorus. Honestly, if I had to choose here, oh, Hisui and Braviary. It's so cool that they made it a psychic type, and its shiny is awesome. Psychic type. Again, the choices are getting easier for me. It's Weirdeer. I love Weirdeer in Legends Arceus. Bug type. Man, I really like Hisui, but I'm going Kleavor. I love that they made another Scyther line, a branching one, and Bug and Rock is a cool typing, and I love its signature move, and it's just sick. Rock type. Rock type, I'm gonna go Hisui and Arcanine. I haven't chosen Arcanine yet, and I'm glad that I get to choose one. So Hisui and Arcanine for sure. Wow. I like Hisui. Hisui. Damn! I only have 2 or 3 Pokemon, or yeah, 3 Pokemon from Sword and Shield. Ah! What did I do? Alright, Ghost type. Oh, it's Dragapult. Oh, wait. Oh, man. What are my dragon options? Okay, actually, yeah. It's gonna be Dragapult. And then for Dragon, since I didn't choose Dialga earlier, I'm so happy I can choose Hisui and Dialga. That's it. It's not Hisuian, it's Origin Form Dialga. It's just so cool. I love it. I already said for Dark type, I'm definitely going Hisuian, not Hisui, Galarian Zigzagoon. I think Obstagoon's actually really cool. It's grown on me, but the Zigzagoon is just, it's so cool. I love raccoons so much. Steel type. So I started out hating this mon, but I love Berserker. Once I actually got to use it, it's just so cool. Its design threw me off a little bit, but I actually do think it's cool for a Steel Meowth. It's just cool. Now Fairy, before I even click it, I can tell you that because he's not on here, it's definitely going to be Grimmsnarl. And I know that fact proved true because it is Grimmsnarl. I love that it's the 2 opposite types together, Dark and Fairy. It's just so cool. Now for my favorite starter, like I said, it's definitely Rillaboom. Favorite alternate form. Oh boy. Let me read them over. I'll let you know the ones that are sticking out to me, which so far, man, the Gigantamax Urshifus are really cool. I like the Ponyta. Oh, easy. I'm going Zigzagoon here. I'm changing this to Obstagoon. Love that. That feels really good. Now for Legend. Thought it was going to be harder. It's definitely not. It's Regieleki. I think I know what I said about Regis earlier, but that all changed with Regieleki. I think that that's so cool that they went back and they made a trio, a quintup, whatever, and the fact that they made an electric Reggie is just so cool. Now my favorite of the entire gen, again, not a hard choice, it's Galarian Zigzagoon. I love Galarian Zigzagoon. I just love that it's normal Zigzagoon, but black and white, and its little tongue is sticking out. So cute. Alright, and we're on our last gen here before we have to pick all of our favorites all together. So, for Gen 9, if I had to pick a favorite normal type, at the start of Scarlet and Violet, it would have been Lechonk, but Population Bomb is so good that I have to pick Tandem Mouse. Yeah, I like the 3. Yeah, it's just so cool. Fire type. Oh man, this is definitely my ghost type, no doubt. Ceruledge. So I have to go Fuecoco, Hogator. Yeah, no doubt. Water type. I think Walking Wake's gonna be my favorite legendary. So if I were to pick a water type, it would be Dondozo. I love that he's bossed around by the sushi, and I just, it's just such a cool concept to have a chef be bossed around by the sushi. It's just cool. Favorite grass type? Oh man. It's between Sprigatito and Masquerada. It's just whichever one I want to choose for my favorite starter. I'm gonna go Masquerada. Electric type, easy. I don't know why people hate on this line, but I love Palmont. I think he's so cool. Especially with the punching glove, it's just sick. Ice types, I don't like this pseudo. Titan's okay. I like that they made Delibird cool, but honestly, Chien-Pao is just so cool. Fighting type. Yeah, I gotta go Koraidon. He's not gonna make my favorite legendary, but it'd be a shame not to put him on here. Koraidon is so cool. I do not like Grafaiai and freaking Doodle Bitch, whatever his name is. The engines, why the fuck did you make an engine into a Pokemon? Glamora's cool. Bro, I didn't even see my fucking boy. It's fucking Clodsire. There's no fucking doubt in my mind. I love Clodsire. I love that they made another fucking evolution of Wooper. Ground type. Fucking choose Clodsire again if I could. Actually, what I'm gonna do is make Clodsire the ground type. Nope. No. No, for ground, I'll go Great Tusk. Paradox mons kind of annoy me, especially their names. But Great Tusk isn't bad. Flying types, Kilowattrel's cool. Bombardier is weird. Flamigo, I never wanted a Flamingo Pokemon. Ah, man. Nah, I'm going Kilowattrel. Psychic types, oh, easy. I love Espartha. I used it on my first playthrough. In Violet, it was just so cool. I love Espartha. Espathra? Espartha? I don't know. Espathra, I think. Bug type, again, easy. Low kicks. Bug and Dark is a really cool typing. And I love his concept. I think he would have been better as, honestly, a bug fighting, but we needed the typing. It's cool. Rock type, Cloth. I love Cloth. He's a crab, and he doesn't need to be a water type. Not all crabs need to be water type. He's cool. Ghost. I'm speeding through this gen too. I feel like I'm speeding through the gens which I have the least attachment with, which is kind of sad, but also it is what it is. Like I said, Ceruledge is definitely my favorite ghost type. Dragon. Oh, Miraidon. I think Miraidon's really cool. And it's not my favorite legendary, but it is a cool concept. Favorite dark type? I already have Masquerade. Oh, I love what they did with Mastiff and Mastiff especially. It was so cool in the story to see that. Steel type. It's Tinkaton. I like Tinkaton. It sucks that it's not able to be used in like battle outside of like NPC, but it's pretty cool. Fairy type. Gotta go Iron Valiant. I love that it's fairy fighting. Sprigatito is obviously my favorite starter. Oh. Ah, man, I wish I could pick Wooper. But it's not better than the original Wooper. I'm gonna go here Tauros, the Fire Tauros. Legendary, like I said, Walking Wake. And my favorite of the entire gen... man. It's between Clodsire and Sprigatito. Even Palmot. Ah, man. I gotta go Clodsire. He's just so cool. So the last row is gonna be favorites. So I'm actually gonna do this stuff first. And then we'll end it with my all-time favorites. So, start with a team. I assume this is just like what a normal team for you looks like. And for me, definitely Talonflame. Definitely Espeon and Umbreon and Sylveon. I just love getting those types. I need a water type, so I'm going Milotic. And then Superior. Sounds good to me. Favorite regional bird? Oh man. I have a lot of nostalgia with Starly, but I really like the Talonflame line. Nah, I gotta go nostalgia, Starly. Favorite regional mammal? It's freaking Galarian Zigzagoon. Favorite bug? They're all kind of shitty here. I guess Venipede, because I like Scolipede. Favorite pseudo-legendary? Dragapult. That was easy. Favorite Pikachu clone? How fucking dare you call Raichu a Pikachu clone? He's the evolved fucking form. Fuck you. Favorite evolution? No, I'm sorry. Umbreon reminds me so much of my partner. And while I love Espeon and Sylveon, Umbreon holds a special place in my heart. Favorite fossil? Cranidos. Regional form? Fucking... well, I already chose this for mammal, so I will go Alolan Ninetales. Favorite Gigantamax? No fucking question, it's Blastoise. Those fucking cannons are cool. Favorite baby? See, now I can pick why not. Hell yeah. It's so cute. Favorite new Evo? Crobat. Favorite Alcremie? I don't like Alcremie, so I'm just gonna go with the yellow one with Purple. Favorite Vivillon. I fucking hate Vivillon, but if I had to choose one, it'd be this one. Favorite Pokeball. I like the Timer Ball. I've always liked the colors. I always thought the Premier Ball was cool, and I wish it did more. Nah, it's the Heavy Ball. I think the Heavy Ball looks the coolest. I love the concept. After we're done, and if we have time, could you tell me? I will make time, of course. Favorite type? Ground type. Yeah, I love the ground type. If I were to design a Pokemon game, I would have one of the Elite Four, definitely ground type, or the final gym. Favorite Paradox? Walking Wake. Easy. Ultra Beast, it's Guzzlord or Poipole. No, it's it's Poipole. Favorite Mythical? Wow. I'm surprised, but it is Deoxys. The Defense Deoxys. And my favorite box art legendary, it's fucking Giratina. Ah, oh, fuck you. It's either Giratina or Reshiram. It's Giratina. And now, deciding my favorite Pokemon of every type / category. So my favorite normal type. I'm sorry, Zoro, I love you, but fucking Eevee is Eevee. Favorite fire type out of all of these. So obviously I don't dislike any of these because they're my favorites. But eliminating what I can of what I know is not my favorite of the favorites. Charmeleon has to go. Camerupt has to go. Infernape has to go. Fuecoco has to go. Typhlosion, Litten. It's between Talonflame and Heatmore. It's Heatmore. It's Heatmore, and I'm not apologizing. Water type. I love Milotic, don't get me wrong, but fucking Wooper is Wooper. You can't beat Wooper. You can't beat Eevee, you can't beat Wooper in these fucking categories. You were set up to fail. I'm sorry, Milotic. Grass type. Oh, wow. I really like this pick. It's none of these, and it was between these two. It's Chespin. I really like Chespin. I like that it's based off of a chestnut. Electric type. It's Raichu. It's a throwback. I just love Raichu. I've always used Raichu when I can. I just like Raichu a lot. I like starting from a Pichu and getting to a Raichu. Ice type. Oh, easy. Mamoswine. I'm sorry, Mamoswine takes the cake out of all of these. Now, fighting type. It's between Heracross and Mienshao. Go Mienshao. I love that it's a feminine fighting type. You rarely get to see it, and I love it. Now, poison type. Ah, fuck. This is the hardest fucking one on this whole list so far. You got Crobat, Trubbish, and fucking Clodsire. It's honestly between Crobat and Trubbish. I don't want to change my mind on these, so I want to be sure. It's Trubbish. I'm going Trubbish. It's Trubbish. It's Trubbish. I'm convincing myself it's Trubbish. Ground type. Easy. This one is easier for me. It was between Quagsire and Torterra, and as much as I love Torterra, it's not Quagsire. Yeah. Favorite flying type? Honestly, none of these are like I need to have them, except for Rowlet. Yeah, I'm confident with that. Psychic type, Espeon. Easy. No! I said I couldn't change my mind. Fuck balls. I mean, I love Esper, but it's not Espeon. There's nothing behind those eyes, and I'm sorry, but it is Espeon. Bug type. I love this pick. It's Ninjask. I love that it's one of the fastest Pokemon, and I love giving Gen 3 some love. Rock type. Yeah, I could go Aggron, but I just gave Gen 3 love. You're too fucking needy, Gen 3. Back off. Sorry, Gen 3. I didn't mean it. But I am going to go Larvitar. I love Larvitar. Larvitar is the perfect partner Pokemon. Ghost type. It's between Banette and Dragapult. Going Banette. I have too much nostalgia with Banette. I used to be scared to have ghost types on my Pokemon teams because I was so young, and Banette changed that. It's like, I know it's supposed to be creepy, but it's such like, it didn't creep me out as a kid, and it was the first ghost type I think I used. Dragon type. Oh, you can't hit me with this song right now. This classic fucking Sinnoh throwback is making me want to hit Garchomp. Well, the music fucking saved you, Garchomp, because I almost fucking went Flygon, but it's Garchomp. Good shit, fucking music. Hitting me with that fucking, what is it, Route 204? No, it's Eternicity. Fuck, man. It's Umbreon. Dark type is Umbreon. I didn't even need to take my time with this. These are all great Pokemon. They're not Umbreon. Favorite Steel type? Oh, man. It's between Empoleon and Metagross. It's Empoleon. It's a fucking penguin, man, with sharp blades for fins and fucking... It's a water steel type. I like it. Fairy type. This is the last typing before we move on to, like, the unique shit. And it's Sylveon. I love my trans icon. Favorite starter. I'm gonna get a fucking aneurysm. Jesus. It's not Squirtle, Totodile. Quilladin, or Rillaboom. So that leaves Marshtomp, Turtwig, Duat, Decidueye, and Sprigatito. I'll remove Sprigatito. I'll remove Duat. And I'm left with Turtwig, Marshtomp, and Decidueye. I'll remove Decidueye, and it's Marshtomp or Turtwig. It's like, do I let nostalgia win? You know what? I also have nostalgia with Turtwig. And as much as I liked Marshtomp, I cannot deny Turtwig. It's Turtwig. Gimmick form. I'm trying so hard not to go back. Gimmick form. It's Mega Altair. Oh, fuck. I didn't even notice these before I was about to pick. I mean, Galarian Zigzagoon. I love Alola Ninetales, but I fucking love raccoons. I'm sorry. If I could have a raccoon as a pet, I would. Now, my favorite legendary. Oh my god. I'm faced with this fucking issue again between Giratina and Reshiram. I have so much nostalgia for Giratina. I really do. But Reshiram... oh man. It's so cool as well. I'm going Giratina. Not looking back. And my favorite Pokemon of all my favorites. Is Umbreon. It's the first time where I can safely say Eevee is no longer my favorite Pokemon, and it is in fact Umbreon. It's so nostalgic for me. It reminds me so much of my partner, and I love Umbreon. And I'm still picking Eevee in a way because it's the evolved form of Eevee. I'm so happy with this list. And I had a lot of fun making it. This is a great list. Wonderful list. A perfect list. And if you're watching the VOD after the fact, the link is down below if you want to do it yourself, and I would love to see what your guys' list looks like. Now, I do want to answer Ray's question in the comments of which Pokemon would most be like Eren Yeager and Armin from AOT. And let me fucking show you right off the bat who fucking Eren is. Cause it's the fucking rumbling. It's fucking Giratina. And on the opposite, so Giratina is known as the devil of Pokemon, right? And I think classic, because Aramin is very sun and moon. I really do think that Armin would be the Pokemon God, which is Arceus. They're two halves of the same circle here. So Arceus and Giratina. And I think that that would be Armin and Eren. Yeah, I can safely say that. I'll wait for the chat to catch up. Thank you again to Glitch Activity for the music. Glitch is linked down below. If you would like to go and show love. And yeah. And yeah, I had a lot of fun making this list. I'm gonna go write a fanfic with these two Pokemon. I'm sure there's a bunch already out there, but I know you'll make the best one. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this live stream, Ray. And for anybody watching the VOD after the fact, like I said, I'll link my Twitter down below. If you want to send me your list that you made here. And thank you if you did watch the VOD all the way through. And have a great day, great night. Eat lots of snacks, and see ya.